Okay. You have noticed in this question that actually these two terms are the reciprocal of each other. So that is the type of the question I told you, that it is such type of question in which one term will be the reciprocal of the other term. So if you can see that 4x plus 1 is written, and in the very next term, this term is written with its reciprocal. Like reciprocal means that if x is written, then its reciprocal will be 1 over x. And if it is, for example, 2 over y, then its reciprocal will be y over 2. So both of these terms are called the reciprocal. So I am just telling you that this type of terms are called reciprocal. Reciprocal means that one term is the uh, fractional part or 1 over something of the other term. So reciprocating means that you turn over the terms, it becomes a reciprocal of the other. So the identification of the question is this, that you will have to be very careful while solving these type of questions. So substitution stands for you have to take one of the term and you will substitute it any other number. Like you will write it 4x minus 1 equals to some number like this. Now, what will you do? That if it is t, if you will take its reciprocal, it will become 4x minus 1 over 4x plus 1. And by taking this or doing this, what will happen that you will be able to substitute these values in the above equation. So you have seen that I have taken this term as t, so I would write it as t, and the next term will become 1 over t because we have substituted these two terms. So substituting these two values right here in place of this, and 6 to the 12 and 1, 13 by 6. The first target that we have to attain, that we have to convert this question into, or reduce this question into quadratic equation, and then we will proceed further. The first task is to convert this question in the form of quadratic equation. So what will you do? You will take the LCM and you will solve it. Like it will become t squared plus 1. This is 13 by 6. Once LCM has been done, what will you do? That in the next step you will go for the cross multiplication of the terms, so that terms can be simplified. So you will write it as 6t squared plus 6 equals to 13t. And now by arranging it, it will become 6t squared minus 13t plus 6 equals to 0. So it is quadratic equation in t. Now, I told you yesterday that it is your choice, that either you can do it in two ways. Either you can use it by uh, midterm breaking or by a quadratic formula. So whatever is possible, you should go for the simplified way, whatever is the simplest one. So 6 are 12. So you should do it by midterm breaking. If it is not necessary, then you should not go for using quadratic formula. You should use a quadratic formula if the midterm breaking is not possible. Otherwise, prefer to use midterm breaking because it is much simpler, and these questions are normally appear as lengthy questions in the board exam. So these questions are already too much lengthy. So if you will take up, you will not be able to solve these ones. What I have done. Okay, I feel that I have done the wrong midterm breaking. 36 factors were required to be. So just let me cut it and rewrite it. So I have to make the factors of 36. So 6t square minus 9t minus 4t plus 6 equals to 0. So I'm using midterm breaking. So by using this factor midterm breaking, takes 3t common. So we will get 2t minus 3. And if you will take out 2 common, it will become 2t minus 3. So answer will be 2t minus 3, and this will become 3t minus 2 equals to 0. So we have converted the question into quadratic form, and once it has been done in the form of quadratic equation, what we have done that we are in a position to find the answers of t now. So how to find the values of t? You will separate 2t minus 3 equals to 0 and 3t minus 2 equals to 0. If you separate it, you will find two values of t. One will be 3 by 2, another will be 2 by 3. So you have gotten the values of t's. Now you have to keep it in your mind that the actual question was in terms of x. Fine. If you see from the very beginning, the actual statement was in the form of x. And we converted, because this was not a quadratic equation and the topic which is being discussed in this exercise 1.3, we are solving the equations which are reducible to quadratic equations. So we are using the equations which are reducible to quadratic, which are not actually quadratic, but we are converting them into quadratic equations. So this is the target. We have converted this question or this equation into a quadratic equation by substituting or supposing this part as some variable t, and then we have taken its reciprocal, because this type of questions in which one term is a reciprocal of other, it is always written like this one. If we have taken first term as t, then it's reciprocal. If you will take the reciprocal on both sides, it will become 1 over t, and this term will be turnover and it will become this term. And by substituting t and 1 over t, and then you will take the LCM, and by taking LCM and doing the cross multiplication, you will reduce the equation into this quadratic form. And once a quadratic equation is formed, then you have learned in the previous two exercises that how to convert or how to solve these type of equations. So this equation is quadratic in t, and we have done or solved further by midterm breaking or factorizing it by using midterm breaking. And by midterm breaking, we are getting the two answers. T is equal to 3 by 2, t is equal to 2 by 3. These are the answers of t's. Now we have to substitute the value of t that we have worked in the beginning of the question right here. You can label it even equation number 1. This one. This is the value of t. Now we will substitute the value of t in both of these equations, and then we will find the answer. So t is equals to 4x minus 1, 4x plus 1 divided by 4x minus 1. This is equals to t. And t is just calculated in two terms. One time t is calculated as, t is calculated 3 by 2. And second time 4x plus 1 divided by 4x minus 1. This is calculated as equals to 2 by 3. So you will separate them to both of these terms, and you will go for the simplification. Place brackets around these terms like this one, and then do the cross multiplication like this one. It will become 2 times 4x plus 1 and 3 times 4x minus 1. If you will get the multiplier, 4 2s are 8x plus 2, 3 4s are 12x minus 3. Now, by simplifying it further, you will see 8x plus 2 is equals to 12x minus 3. Keep 8x on this side, and 12x variable should be on one side and constant should be on the other side. It will become minus 5. It will become minus 4x, and x will become 5 over 4. It will be the first value or the first solution of x. Now make it as 3 times 4x plus 1, 2 times 4x minus 1. 12x plus 3 equals to 8x minus 2. So 12x minus 8x, variables will be on one side and constants will be on the other side. It is minus 5 it is 4x and x equals to minus 4 by 5. It's like this one, x equals to 5 by 4. So this is how you will solve the question. If we check the answer for the verification so that we can, the question answers are perfectly right. So you will write the solution set and you will finish the question. So these questions are the part of lengthy questions in your board exams. These type of questions can appear in your board exams. So this is the end of the question number 8. I hope if you want to ask something, please ask. Then we will move to the next type of question. And the next type of questions are all, I have paired up the questions in textbook. I will show you in a moment. First, ask the question. You can unmute your mic and you can raise the question. Then, if there is no problem, then we can move quickly to the next question. Yes, students, no problem, no issues.
No, sir.
Okay, we are going to the next question. Fine. If I show you the next type of questions, I have highlighted the parts separately. In your textbook or in exercise 1.3, this is exercise 1.3, we have solved yesterday question number 2, question number 4, I think, and question number 5 hint was given. So in type number 1, I have explained you, I have worked you question number 2, 4 and 5 for you. And for type number 2, which we have just finished, we have done question number 8. Yesterday we have done question number 6. And I think that one of the question was given as homework as well. So you can see that this is type number 2. I have written it type number 2, but in the textbook this is written as with a particular shape, as I have just introduced you, that these are called the reciprocal terms. Like one of the term is this one, the same term will be in the fraction in the numerator of the other part, and same is here. You can see that we have finished question number 8. So I have highlighted the question for you with respect to type. So 6, 7, 8 are such type of questions in which each term is a reciprocal of other, and we have to proceed it in this way as I have done question number 8 for you. So 6, 7, 8, 9 is type number 2 question. Now we are moving towards type number 3. And this is question number 10 and 11. They are similar sort of question. First, let me introduce you that which type of questions are. It contains a very important definition as well. And from chapter number 1, there are few definitions, but those are very important and those appear as a part of short questions. So let me tell you that where the definition is written, and you have to use your textbook there, and then so that I can share with you. If you look at your textbook on page number 9, there is a definition. This is called the reciprocal equation. So reciprocal equation, I will give you the introduction of reciprocal equation, that which type of equations are called reciprocal equations, then we will move towards the solution. So in a moment, just let me introduce you to what is meant by the reciprocal equations. I am telling you that it is on page number 9, and I am more interested to solve the question for you instead of explaining the definition too much. But I will give you the introduction, what is meant by the reciprocal equations. So normally we write it such type of equations as reciprocal equations. It is written on page number 9. So I am writing here page number 9. This is page number 9, and the important definition, this is called reciprocal equation. Reciprocal equation. So this is different from the previous questions we have just done, right? So reciprocal equation stands for such type of equations. If I write the definition in simple words, such equations which remains unchanged, if we replace x with 1 by x, it will not affect the equation. Such type of equations are called reciprocal equations. Now see that how this will not be affected. So you will have to see that I'm writing an example. Let's see, we have an equation x plus 1 over x equals to scores 2. Now tell me, if I replace x with 1 over x, or similarly if I replace this x with 1 over x, you will see that ultimately you will get the same sort of equation. What sort of equation? It will be 1 over x, and this 1 over x will be reciprocated, and it will become x, and the equation would remain as it is, what was written in the beginning. So you see that what the point I want to explain you, that such type of equations on page number 9, little bit complex equation is given. You have to learn the same definition, but I'm just giving you the concept right here, that what will be the reciprocal equation, that if you replace x by 1 over x, its value will not be affected. So I have changed the value of x by 1 over x, but you can see that I have gotten the same equation as I have written in the beginning of the term. So I hope that you will understand that these type of equations are called reciprocal equations. So I will further explain the definition word to word from the book. Even you can read it yourself, and that you have to learn from the book as well. So because you have to learn it from the textbook, so that's why I'm telling you that on page number 9, that is the actual definition. I'm just giving you the explanation that what is meant by the reciprocal equations. And the type number 3, which I have just highlighted, I'm showing you again. Wait for a second. So this is, I hope you can see that this is type number 3. So question number 10 and question number 11, these are the two questions which are relevant to the reciprocal equation. So I'm going to solve one question for you. So I'm solving question number 11 for you, and then we will move to the next type of question. So question number 11, I'm just writing on the page, then I will solve it for you. It has a different method to work it out, fine, and it's very, very important. I'm telling you that these questions are, which we are working with, those are normally appearing in the board exams. These are the lengthy questions, not the short questions. So let's see that how to solve it. Like I have written the question on page, and the procedure will be that the first task will be that you have to divide this whole equation by x square. Fine. What will you do? Because this is x4, so you have to keep it in your mind that divide this type of equation or this type of reciprocal equation. This is called a reciprocal equation. So let me finish the question first, and I will explain you. Divide equation by x square on both sides. 2x raised to power 4 over x square, x raised to power 3 over x square, 6x square over x square, x over x square, 2 over x square, and even 0 over x square. So the method is this, that you will divide all the terms by x square. This is the first step that you will perform. Now let's see what will be the effect. Once after the cancellation, you will get 2x square. This is x3, so that's why you will get x from here. Only 6 from here. This is minus 6 plus 1 over x and 2 over x square. This will become equals to 0. Now, what you have to do, that you have to pair up the terms. That how will you pair up the terms in this particular type of questions? You will pair up x square terms with 1 over x square type terms. These two will be paired up. X and 1 over x will be paired like this one. So it is a requirement of the question. If you will not do these type of pairing, so question will not proceed further. So you have to pair up 2x square with 2 over x square, and x plus 1 over x minus 6 equals to 0. So this is how you have to pair up, and once it is been paired up, place the brackets around it like I am doing. Okay, if you want to raise the question till here, because the next procedure I will start, first ask if you have any problem starting from the beginning of the question, please raise the question and I will explain. I'm not going to explain the definition further. I have told you the type of question, and I'm interested to tell you the procedure for solving the reciprocal equations. I have just given you the short introduction that what is meant by reciprocal equation. I expect that please do not discuss right now with me the detailed definition which is written on page number 9. I will let you know after the once we will complete the numerical. Yes, ask the question.
सर ये आप सेकंड स्टेप से एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं इसको?
सेकंड स्टेप एक ही स्टेप बेटे किया वो मैं बता रहा हूँ आपको कि what we have done, we have firstly you have, because normally 2 questions are written there. I am telling you that 2 questions are there, so let me share you once again. These are the 2 questions, 10 and 11. These are the reciprocal type of equation. So I am talking about that question number 10. In question number 10 and question number 11, both contains x raised to power 4. Fine. And these are actually the type of 3 or reciprocal type of equation. So the procedure for solving is this, that you will divide in very first step with x square, as I have done. All the terms will be divided by x square. So once it will be cancellation will be done, you will get such type of terms in which you have to rearrange the terms. X square term will be paired up with 1 over x square type terms, and x and 1 over x will be paired as I have just done it. Now, for the further simplification, what will be the procedure? Please be careful. So you will suppose, or you will let or substitute middle term x plus 1 over x equals to some variable t. Before that, I also want to, we will suppose the same thing, but I need that we should take up 2 common as well first, so that it can be even simplified further. I will rewrite it again, but I just want to tell you that take out 2 common from the very first bracket. Rest of things are as it is, but just take 2 common. And now suppose, or let, always substitute the middle term, whatever is this. X plus 1 over x, assume some variable t, u, y, z, whatever you like. But you will have to rename it some other variable. So once you will do it, then you have to take its square. Take it equation number 1, for example, and then squaring will be done. My first task is this, that I have to convert this expression into quadratic form. So target should be in your mind that we have to reduce this equation into quadratic equation. It is still not the quadratic equation because it contains 1 over x square type of terms. And that's why this is not the quadratic equation. We have to reduce it to quadratic equation. This is the first target that you have to reduce. First you will reduce into the quadratic equation, then you will solve. For reducing it, we have substituted this part or the second part equals to some variable t, and then we are going to squaring both sides. So once you will take the square on both sides, x square plus 1 over x square, it will become t square, and expansion will give you x square 1 over x square 2 times x dot 1 over x equals to t square. And the simplification will return you after the cancellation t square minus 2 and x square plus 1 over x square. So you should notice here that in equation number 1 and in equation number 2, we have substituted, or we have gotten the values in terms of variable t. Right? And what I would like to do, that I will substitute these values which I have enclosed in the yellow boxes, t and t square minus 2. These are the values of x square plus 1 over x. I will substitute in the above equation. You can label it as, for example, this is alpha. Now, once you will substitute, because target that we have to convert it into quadratic equation, you will see that 2 times this x square will be written as t square minus 2. It will become t minus 6 equals to 0. 2t square minus 4 plus t minus 6 equals to 0. So it will become 2t square plus t minus 10 equals to 0. And what I have done, I just wanted to show you, substituted this value right here in terms of t, and similarly same is done for this one. And on the sideways I have written it as equation number 1, 2 or 3 that we have just obtained like this way. So the target is obtained that we have converted this expression, the original reciprocal equation from the very beginning, if you see, we have reduced this reciprocal equation to the quadratic equation. It was not a quadratic equation, it contains the highest power, that was 4. And a quadratic equation is such equation which contains the highest power 2. So we have converted this expression into the quadratic form. You can see that this is quadratic equation in variable t, like this one. So my next task is that I will factorize it, I will find the values of t, and then I will substitute t as it is in equation number 1, and we will